Hey, it's Kyle, aka The Machinist. This is my brother Christopher, and
Hey.
we're KJ's Garage.
So today we're going to be showing you guys a little bit about the Miata. You guys haven't got like a full overview of a video about us talking about it that much. I think we did one live stream a couple months back, or maybe it hasn't been a couple months. It's probably been about a month. So we're going to go ahead and show you guys kind of the setup we have working with, the different tools we have, the garage space, maybe a couple other projects we're working on. And today we're going to be doing we have a couple of taps for a bolt that broke. I'm not sure. Oh, they're over there. So we're going to show you guys just how to get the car jacked up, just get the tap in there to get the bolt out. And then we're probably not going to replace the bolt tonight, but we'll have one in there soon. So that should, just to kind of get started and get you guys caught up with what's going on. Alright, so we noticed at our first autocross event that we actually had a bolt that was missing. You can kind of see it right here in the sway bar. So it's been rattling around a little bit and we just want to get it secured. So the bolt actually broke off, so we're going to have to get it tapped out and get a new bolt in there. Alright, now we got it jacked up. It's on a couple of jack stands. And we're going to go ahead and take the tire off so we can access the spot we're working a little bit easier. Alright, take that. And maybe you can get a better view now. But that's kind of what we're working with. This is supposed to be flat on here, right here. You can see it's separated. You can see that there's a hole and there's no nut in there or bolt on it anymore. So that's what we have to get fixed there. So that's what we're going to be working on.
Alright, so in order to get this broken bolt out, we have a few things we're going to be using. We have a center drill, which is what we're going to use to start drilling the old bolt, so we have a nice central location for the drill to follow. The next thing we have here is a eye drill, which is a tap drill for an M8, so what we'll be using to knock the old bolt out. And the last thing we have here is a tap handle and an M8 tap to run back through to knock any of the residual bolt material out. And then the last thing we have is some tap magic. It's a cutting fluid to help the tap run. And that's it. I'm try to get started on the center of the bolt. Needs a little bit of adjustment first. Gonna reach in there. So we're gonna do our best to get it as close to center as we can. Might need a flashlight though.
Here.
Okay. Not do anything.
Switch to the other side.
Yeah, that might be chewed up, I don't really know. Alright, let's try that again. There we go. Alrighty, now we have a spot in the center. Let's move on to our drill. I'm going to run this at a lower speed. So burn the drill up. Hopefully we can stay on center. Have to look at this again. Alright, so we're going to try something different here to start. We have a lot of the bolts sticking through the end, so just the head was broken off. So we're going to see if we can put some PB Blaster in there, maybe get it to loosen up, and see if we can back it out from the top, get a pair of channel locks or something, or maybe drill a smaller diameter hole and then get an easy out in there and be able to back it out before we decide to drill through it and possibly damage the threads. So that's going to be our new game plan. Alright, so obviously you guys know us from the Miata, and this is the Miata right here. So it's been a long project getting it back to running status, but we're basically there. We almost got all the bugs worked out. A few minor things we're still messing with. The idles, one of them, and then a couple of miscellaneous parts here and there. The other projects we have at KJ's Garage, this is Christopher's XR250 that he converted to a dual sport.
So yeah, you have blinkers, it has a high and low beam. We have brake lights tied in. There's a little horn down there. You can't really see it from the light, but it's not working right now, so I gotta get a new horn. And then, like I said, license plate mount, brake light, and then blinkers. And there's a speedo on there too.
The next bike, this is my XR400 that I currently have in the Supermoto trim. So it has street bike tires on it, rims and tires, front and back. This one's also a dual sport, so it is road legal, and you can ride it up north off-road. And
You just gotta change the tires over, obviously.
yeah. And the last one we have is my restoration project from a couple years back that I've been working on. This is a 1980 KZ650 4-cylinder Kawasaki, and I stripped this bike down to its frame, had it powder coated, built it back up, rebuilt the top end of the engine, and I'm just going to get a few things finalized on this bike as well.
So yeah, right now it's got a little bit of work going on, but it's still looking pretty good. So, and this thing, as you can see, it's like a older sports bike, so I mean it revs up pretty good. You can see the tachometer right there. So, and it has a really, really unique, cool sound. So we'll have that at some point, maybe started and running for you guys so you can hear it and check it out a little bit. So, and then these are the baby toys. So, yeah, the Miata's been a long project, but we're super happy with it. I mean, we've really enjoyed driving it at our autocross events. We really enjoyed driving it just around town. Right now we have it, obviously, top down. That's the way to go, in my opinion. It's a lot better top down. When the top's up, it can feel a bit claustrophobic. So
Really good on the nice twisty roads, and there's quite a few of them around here that we can really rip around on.
yeah. So our one of our projects coming up here soon, we have a little bit of a blemish. So this is no paint here, and then this is all bubbling right here. You can kind of get a look at it. It was like that when we bought it, so we're guessing that someone chipped the paint and never took care of it, and it kind of got to that point. So luckily it is all solid around here. The backside is looking about the same, but it's not too bad, so we're looking at fixing that relatively soon here. So, and I guess we can show you guys the engine bay, because that is probably one of our things we're more proud of on this car, because we took a lot of time getting this cleaned up and looking nice. So yeah, might have to get a light real quick so you guys can see. There we go. So this is our engine bay. We thought it was pretty good. We're pretty happy with it. It's super, super clean. We spent a lot of time cleaning, repainting, and just trying not to keep it on off dirt roads, you know, not driving in the rain, definitely not any driving in the winter. We're from Michigan, so the roads can get kind of bad. So yeah, we're trying to keep it as clean as possible. It's very old, and you really can't replace everything back to OEM, so we're just trying to keep it nice and clean. So that's pretty much the overview of the engine bay. It is a 1.6 liter, so it's the it's a 93 1.6, so it's the better of the two, but obviously it's not a 1.8, so it's not the best, but it's still pretty good. These were a couple hood clamps or hood latches we installed aftermarket. We weren't really sure if we wanted to do these or not, or which style we wanted to do, but we ended up going with these. We really like them a lot. I think they were like $65, so not bad at all, and they're super convenient. In my opinion, I think they look really cool. They kind of give the car a unique look. So, unfortunately, the camera is picking up the color way more green than it is. It does look a lot more orange. So I don't know if you can maybe see where it's darker. That's kind of more the true color, but like up on the hood, it looks a little bit washed out. So that's pretty much the overview of the Miata. We have pretty basic tools. We have one
Rolling toolbox.
yeah, we have one toolbox here. Sorry, I forgot what those are called. And then we have just some basic wrenches, just some basic hand tools, a couple picks. We got the big sledge, so drills, stuff like that. And then all of our extra parts we keep fairly organized. I'm sorry, these aren't the parts. These are all of our paints, oils, distilled water, manuals, all that kind of stuff. So we try to keep that all together. So, and then we have another drawer here, or closet, I guess you'd call it. These are, yeah, cabinet. These are all of our spare parts. So we have everything from our intake that we're going to be doing, old parts that came off, parts from our spare motor, all the ACs in here, extra gaskets, that kind of stuff. So we try to keep everything fairly organized because we don't have a whole lot of space to work with to leave stuff laying out. And then one other thing I guess we could show you guys is we have, this is the old head that was on here. We actually do have the whole motor. So yeah, like I said, it's kind of hard to see in there. It's under the bench. Here, I'll get a light for you. So it's not in the best shape. It's pretty rough, but we're not planning on using it. We are thinking about cleaning up and selling it though sometime. Nothing else super interesting down here. And the other thing that we have is this is the lower end, or the block from the original Miata, motor. So this one spun a bearing. So I'm sure, I don't know if you guys can tell, that's very, very bent. So yeah, I'll see if I can put it side by side next to one that's not bent. Yeah, the shadows are kind of making it hard to see, but long story short, so it spun a bearing, so it needed to be replaced. So that's what we did. And we took it apart a couple weeks ago. We were thinking about selling it, or selling it for parts, but the more we looked into it, it's a little bit scuffed up in here, and you'd have to get all new, I believe those are called journal bearings. Or, yeah, well, the bearings, yeah. So you'd have to get all new bearings, the caps would...
Rod bearings.
Yeah, you'd have to get rod bearings, I'm sorry. Journal bearings are here. These are the journal bearings, my bad. So, yeah, you'd have to get oversized bearings, and, you know, piston would have to be bored out. So it's kind of a lot of work. We're not sure what we're going to do with it yet, but that's pretty much the gist of what we got going on over here. So that's it for now. We're probably going to be doing more videos. Like I said, if you guys are interested, definitely leave comments what you guys would like to see us do. Is there any input that you have?
Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you guys learned a little bit more about us and about the projects we have going on. And stay tuned for more that we have coming up.
Alright, that sounds good to me. Make sure you guys like the video. Like I said, leave comments if you have any questions or anything you guys would like to see. And I guess that's it. So until next time, see you guys later.